Well, welcome to this Sports Showcase event on Harvard TV. I'm Don Morrison, my partner Pat Pollard. Pat, our pleasure to be at Joppatowne High School. It's Havre Grace High School versus Joppatowne. You see their records, they're similar. They're in different divisions, so they play different competition, but they've done well, both coming in with 4-game winning streaks.
Yeah, both teams are hot, Don. They're playing good basketball, both with veteran coaches. And it's going to be a classic Route 40 matchup, I believe.
It is going to be that. These two teams have met 3 times last year. They met during the regular season, and Havre Grace won both of those matchups. They come to the regions the first game, and don't you know, Joppatowne comes up and beats Havre Grace. It was not a great year for Joppatowne. John Stefanidis taken over a program that had been down for a while. They paid their dues. They were 5-16 last year, moved down from the Chesapeake to the Susquehanna. But as John Stefanidis told me, he said, I told my team we don't lose to a Harvard team in the regions, and they didn't.
Well, he's right about that. I'm sure Havre Grace is still thinking about that game. Probably took Joppatowne a little lightly last year. And you can't take a Coach Stefanidis team lightly.
You can't.
He's been there before. He's won the big one before. He's a state champion.
We talk about John Stefanidis now coaching at Joppatowne. He teaches here. He is a special ed teacher at Joppatowne. But for 10 years, he coached at C. Milton Wright. Won, as you said, a state title back in 2016. He won all kinds of regions, 4-time regional champions, 5-time conference champion. 204 and 121 is lifetime record. John Stefanidis is a coach's coach. In other words, he can be tough, but he can also be the kind of guy you want to run through a wall for.
Yeah, he's a detailed guy. I can remember coaching against John years ago in the rec leagues, and he'd have a pad and he'd keep stats during the game while he's coaching on the sidelines, and so he's a guy that I'm sure is. Works through the finer points with his team, attention to detail, and I expect the Mariners to play well tonight, and I expect the Warriors to play well as also with with that last year's game still in the minds of the returners.
Brian Eberhard, their coach, he's been there 12 years. Brian is a young man who does not teach. He works as a regional conservation person, but he coaches not only basketball there, but he also is the head coach of the football team. A man who is dedicated to kids, and it shows in his record.
Well, yeah, I think he's a Perryville graduate, but he's come across the river.
Yeah, Perryville, then he went to West Nottingham, yes, so he finished up at West Nottingham.
Finished at West Nottingham, and has come across the river to Havre Grace, and Havre Grace is lucky to have him. So these coaches put in a lot of time and not for a lot of money.
We talked about Havre Grace coming in on a 4-game winning streak. 2 games this week. They defeated Hartford Tech by 68-58. That's Perryville. And then they defeated Tech by 88-53. They're 8-5 overall. They're 4-3 in the Chesapeake division. We're talking about Havre Grace. Finished 11-10 last year. Now, looking at Joppatowne, they are this year 8-4. They're 7-0 in the Susquehanna division. They are leading the division. Starting lineups tonight, you're seeing the starting lineup for Perryville, I should say for Havre Grace, in the dark uniforms and maroon uniforms. Jalen Solomon, sophomore guard. Jason Hayes, a junior, number 21. Number 21 is Kyle Sullivan. 23 is Cam Ball. 24 is Joe Spencer. Meantime, for the Joppatowne Mariners, it's number 4, Phil Clark. Number 5, Kendall Pollock. Number 10, Cole Pollock. 12, Braxton Jackson, and 22, Keyshawn Smith. That's the starting lineup for the 2 teams.
Well, 22 for Joppatowne, Keyshawn Smith. I'm looking forward to watching the 6'5 sophomore. Leading scorer. He's off to a great start to his career.
Joppatowne with the basketball, leading off. Looks like Havre Grace wants to press.
Yeah, it looks like they're Havre Grace in a man-to-man.
Backdoor cut, reverse layup. That's good. That's Braxton Jackson. Jackson with the first 2 points of the night. Averages about 6.5 points a game. Driving the baseline from the corner. The shot is good from that corner. That's Kyle Sullivan with a 3-pointer. Kyle, the 6'4" senior.
Kyle took his time on that, set his feet, and drained it.
Looking inside. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound comes off to Havre de Grace in the hands of Joe Spencer. And pass it up court to number 2, Jalen Solomon. It is a 5-2 lead.
Great outlet pass by Spencer.
Yep. Spencer didn't look down. He looked for somebody, found his man. Inside interception, that's Solomon.
Spencer might have had his hand on that one too.
Solomon driving, cut off, gets it back. Saved at the half-court line. Nope.
Over and back.
Official says over and back. Our officials, that was Dennis Klein who made that call, and I think a correct one. And Stan Zalewski, the other official.
Veteran officials out here tonight, Don.
Stan told me that you can identify him because he's the good-looking one. And a modest one as well.
I haven't noticed him yet.
Stan didn't say that at all. I said that. Here we go now. Joppatowne trailing by 3 early on. Open for the two-pointer. Round and no good. That shot by Keyshawn Smith. Keyshawn is sophomore at 6'5", averaging 14.5 points a game.
Oh, nice
Beautiful shot. The littlest man on the court, that was Jason Hayes.
Jason Hayes at 5'5", doing his Muggsy Bogues impersonation on that one, Don.
Absolutely. Here come the Warriors. Foul will be called. Foul on number 5, Kendall Pollock. Brothers Kendall and Cole. Cole Pollock, the sophomore, number 10, had an injury, had an injured ankle, just getting rounding back into shape. Kendall only 5 foot, well, he's listed at 5'10". Out of bounds it goes. Going to be Joppatowne basketball.
Good hustle, nice play on the inbounds.
Havre de Grace off to the 7-2 start. 2 minutes into the game, Joppatowne in the white. Cross court, open. Driving up, and the shot will not fall. That was in the ball game. Khalil Thorne, number 11, off the bench. Khalil will go to the line. He'll shoot 2.
They got Spencer on the foul.
That's Joe's first, team's first.
Coach Stephanie's going to his bench early. He's already had a couple of substitutions.
Yeah, and you know, that's typical for John Stephanides. He likes to get everybody involved.
Yeah, that was Damian Brooks on that steal on the inbounds. He's on the floor now.
Second rolls around and does go down. A little bit of a pressure, kind of a soft pressure. Cam Ball with the basketball. Gives it off to Jason Hayes. Hayes, long shot, no good. Rebound, pulled down by, that's Thorne again, off the bench. Driving right-handed, one-hander. Rebound comes off. I'm going to say over the back is the call.
I think they're going to call it on the floor.
Yeah. It almost looked like he shuffled his feet, but he got hit, I guess, before that walk occurred. So you're right, it was on the floor. No shooting foul. Joppatowne gets it in, down by 4. Nice backdoor cut. Good look, good basket. That was Keyshawn Smith.
Nice pass by Smith. Down to.
Was that Damian Brooks who got the points?
Yeah, it was Brooks on the point. Nice backdoor cut by Brooks. Great pass by Smith to recognize him.
Looking for 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound comes off and turned over to Havre de Grace. Oh, great no-look pass and score. What a job by Kendall Pollock.
Nice steal by Solomon for Havre de Grace, number 2.
Cam Ball with the conversion.
3 seconds.
Well, you don't see that call very much, Pat, anymore.
Nah, they're generous about that these days, but they got it on that one.
And with the boys' shot clock coming in, what, 2-3 years ago, again,
Yeah.
never were the boys shy about shooting, but now they have to shoot the ball within 30 seconds. A little bit of pressure by Joppatowne. Coming up on the 4:30 mark of the first period. Handball, driving. Gets the shot off, no good, rebound. That's Thorne again. Long pass.
Great pass.
Oh, nice give. And over the back will be the foul. Oh, nice job by Joppatowne, unselfish. Good outlet.
I think they got Ball on the foul. Cam Ball.
Cameron Ball, a 6-footer. Cameron averaging 14 points a game.
Khalil Thorne has come off the bench to really give some nice minutes.
Boy, he really has, Pat. He's had at least 3 rebounds. Made that great pass. Maybe a little aggressive that time, and the walk is called. When you're a big man, Pat, the idea is get the rebound and get rid of that pill.
That's right.
4:14 left in this first quarter. 4-point lead, as you see, for the visitors, Havre de Grace. All by himself underneath. Can't get the reverse layup. Taken away by Havre de Grace's Brendel Stokes. Shot no good, rebound good. That job by 24, that's Joe Spencer. Spencer his first 2 of the night. 6-point lead. Loose ball recovered by Jalen Solomon. Here comes Solomon on the drive, gives it up. Inside it goes, off the fingertips. Recovered by Joppatowne's Kendall Wilkins. Kendrick Williams with the interception.
It's Sullivan on the reach, and it was close. Could have gone either way, I think.
The fans here not particularly pleased, the Havre de Grace fans around us. Nice crowd here tonight for a Thursday night. Players kibitzing with each other, and referee Zalewski steps in and says that'll be enough of that. Joppatowne is one of those very intimate gyms, Pat.
Yes.
The fans are very close to the floor. You being an Edgewood guy, you remember when Joppatowne, what, 1973, that Joppatowne became a school? Took the southern part of Edgewood's attendance area. Turns it over. Picked up by Solomon. Solomon gets rid of it. Great pass, great basket. Basket by Brendel Stokes off the Solomon feed. He'll get 2, he'll go to the line shooting for the old-fashioned 3. Boy, Havre de Grace so far has really seemed to have the up-tempo going their favor, Pat.
Yeah, they're going to get Blakely on the call there.
Brendel Stokes, the 5'7" junior, makes the 3-point play. Biggest lead of the night is up by 9 at 14-5 for Havre de Grace. Ooh. Call on the floor. Keyshawn Smith, the 6'5" sophomore, did a good job maintaining that pivot foot, Pat. I don't think this is a shooting foul.
No, I think they called it on the floor,
Yeah.
reach in. Are they in 1-and-1? Oh, they just hit the 1-and-1.
1-and-1, yeah. Girls basketball has changed this year, Pat. They have every quarter after the 5th foul or on the 5th foul, they shoot the free throws. The boys still, it's on the 6th foul that you start shooting. Now they gave him a 2-shot foul. Turns out not to be a 1-and-1, but
Oh,
a
I thought for
2-shot
sure
foul.
that was on the floor. My mistake.
Yeah, me too. It looked like it was on the floor, but the officials say no. Keyshawn misses
That's why
the
we were a
first.
little confused. I didn't think they were quite in the 1-and-1
Yeah.
yet. Joppatowne needs to hit some of these free throws, get back in the game. There's
Gets
one.
a second. 8-point lead for Havre de Grace. Coming up on the 3-minute mark of the first period. Driving, floating one-hander.
Oh, nice.
What a shot. That shot by Brendel Stokes. He's got 5 on the night. Pat, you never used to see that floating one-hander. You see it a lot now. Driving and goal. Good job by Damian Brooks. He's got 4 points. Brings his team back within 8.
Driving. Oh, thought he got away with a double there.
Maybe I believe you're right.
Ref said it was tipped away.
Looking for the 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Shot by Brendel Stokes. It'll go to Joppatowne with 2:32 left in this first period. Had a fast-paced first period. Just what we thought we would see. So this is a non-division game. In other words, Susquehanna Division Joppatowne versus Havre de Grace Chesapeake. It's still a Route 40 school game. Nope, 3 seconds is the call.
I haven't seen 3 seconds called in a long time. We got 2 in the first quarter.
We got them in the first quarter, and that robbed Joppatowne of a 2-point basket. You can't camp out in that lane.
Well, some refs have pet peeves, and if he was down there for 3 seconds, Joppatowne's got to realize the ref's looking for that.
No foul call, Brendel Stokes. Thorne with that rebound again. Stop, pop, no good. Rebound comes off long. Into the hands of...
Oh, nice play.
That's Dartainum Barkley, or Blakely, I should say, with the basket. Lots of action on the floor. Back in the ball game, number 4, Phil Clark. He started the game. Phil, a junior, 6'2". Phil's a volleyball player. A lot of 2-sport, 3-sport players out here. And Pat, you see that happen a lot in small schools, especially.
They need the dudes.
Yep. Blocking foul is called. No, I guess they're going to call an offensive foul. A moving pick, apparently.
Yeah, I think gonna get J.J. Thomas for that pick, moving pick.
As we said, Joppatowne on a 4-game win streak. They are 8-4. Havre de Grace also on a 4-game win streak. They're 8-5. Dartainum Blakeney to trigger it in. Into the hands of Phil Clark. Here comes Joppatowne down by 6. Driving, foul it's going to be called. I think it's going to go against Brendel Stokes.
Well, Havre de Grace with the 6-point lead, but they're starting to stockpile some fouls.
Yeah, that looks like now it will be the 1-and-1. Damian Brooks to go to the line. Damian has 4. Now 5. Joppatowne creeping back into the game. They had an 8-point deficit a moment ago. Back to within 5. Make it 4. Brooks with 6 points. He averages 7.3 per game. Cut off, driving, up, no good. Rebound, Joppatowne. Oh, what a great play. Joppatowne's Jalen Solomon got the rebound, avoided the travel. And then, nope, they're going to say it's going to stay with Joppatowne. Looked like the Mariners lost it, but they're going to say no. Havre de Grace.
Yeah, Havre de Grace thinks it went off the Joppatowne player's leg.
Yep.
Sure looked like it could have too.
Yeah, we don't have replay here. Yeah. Now the officials very well are getting together.
We're going to talk it out.
Yep. Stan Zalewski and Dennis Klein, the 2 officials.
It's going to stay with Joppatowne.
Yeah.
No, they're giving it to Havre de Grace.
Now they've changed their mind, and I think that's the correct call.
I think it was too. I thought it went off his leg.
Yep. J.J. Thomas, 6'2" junior in the ball game. J.J. will trigger it in. Brandell Stokes played a great game off the bench. He's got 5 points. Also the run to Zion Blake, I'm sorry. Taken away. And blocked.
Nice block.
Good job by D'Artagnan Blakeney, but then the ball was blocked away.
Zion Blake with the block,
yep.
Freshman.
Yep. Yeah, 5'9" freshman. Boy, when I was a freshman, I wouldn't have had the courage to walk on the court, much less make a block.
He's got some hops in him, though.
He does.
He was up there.
Good double team, and the foul is going to be called. Kendall Pollock cannot believe the foul was called, but it was. Kendall, the senior of the two Pollock brothers.
I think they got that one on Jason Hayes.
On Hayes number
5. Havre Grace.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
My bad. Good job, Jason Hayes, number 5. The 5 on the other team.
Well, the free throws are getting Joppatowne back in the game.
Brooks is 3 for 3 on the night. He's now got 7 points, looking for his 8th.
I think it was 16-8. We've got 5 straight free throws from the Mariners.
Now here's Cole Pollock in the ball game. He's the young man, the brother of Kendall, just a sophomore, playing only his 3rd game of the year after an ankle injury. Missed free throw into the hands of Havre Grace, up by 3. Thinking about the 3, doesn't take it. Now driving the baseline, gives it up.
Nice
great
pass, good cut.
Great conversion. Pass by David Yancey. Conversion by Nee Sampson. And the basket by number 10 Cole Pollock, just in the ball game. Just a sophomore. Oh, great
Another good
pass.
look. Another good look.
Basket.
J.J. Thomas on the conversion.
Who made the pass? Did you see it, Pat? It was a great one.
Yeah, it was Stokes, I believe.
Yeah.
2 good looks in a row underneath by Havre Grace.
9 seconds inside 10 left in this first period. Open. Basket.
Wow.
Good. That's Nee Sampson again. He's got 4. And that will end the first period.
Wow,
with
nice.
A big spurt by Havre Grace.
Great finish by Havre Grace there.
Yeah, they were up by only 3, and now they're going to be up by 7 as we go to the break here.
Yeah, that's well, I think it was 16-15. Joppatowne got it to, and 2 very nice looks underneath, and then 1 on the break.
Here you'll see this replay. Watch this great pass and the conversion.
Yeah, fantastic outlet, getting back.
Nee Sampson with the basket.
Sitting in the first row. I need everyone who is in the first row to move up.
Sampson hustling, beating the Mariners back down the court.
Well, a lot of balance the scoring by both teams for Joppatowne, or for Havre Grace, I should say. 8 of their players have made it to the scoring table, led by Brandell Stokes, who has 5. Meantime, for Joppatowne, Damian Brooks off the bench with 7, leading all scorers. What a first period it was, fast-paced. I mean, you didn't have time to take a breath.
No, I mean, 22-15. I mean, that's a lot of points put up in a high school basketball game.
If my math is correct, that would be like 88. No, that wouldn't be right. 60, 66 for 4 periods. No, 88.
88.
I was right the first time. Math was never my strong suit. They're moving the spectators back 1 row.
Yeah, like you said, it's a tight gym. The bleachers come all the way down to the sideline. They're trying to get everybody out of the front row just for safety, I think.
Lucky they didn't move us.
Oh.
There was a collision there. I'm not sure exactly who they're going to call the foul on.
I think they're going to call it on Joppatowne.
Yeah.
It's
called on number 2, Damian Brooks.
Yeah, ran through the pick.
Joppatowne with possession.
Good pick, though. His teammates got to help him out and call that pick out.
J.J. Thomas to trigger the ball in. Pollock with the ball.
J.J. Thomas with that hairdo is doing his Dudley and Tub Bradley impersonation.
See, unless folks are like 1975, 77.
We dated ourselves with that one, didn't we?
Yeah, they had some great hair, huh?
Yeah.
And at my stage of hairlessness, I appreciate hair.
Oh, offensive.
Offensive on that spin move. Yeah, Dudley and Tubb, who went to Dudley, a first-round pick of the Pacers out of Carolina.
I just saw Dudley 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, it was under tough circumstances at Tony Meoli's viewing.
Oh, my, yes.
But had a couple minutes to chat with Dudley.
Shuffled the feet, didn't put the ball down. Yeah, Tony Meoli, the great Edgewood High School Hall of Famer, like my partner Pat Pollard, passed away after an illness, 87 years old, I believe. You know, you talk about a man who did so much for so many people throughout his life.
One of the most wonderful men I've ever known.
McDonald's franchisee back in the day. Oh, boy, that's a great pick. Jason Hayes takes it away. Havre de Grace is so quick, you can't put the ball down. If you're big, keep the ball up. That's the only thing you can do.
Well, Hayes, like I said, at 5'5", he's not letting that bother him. He's all over the court. You got to watch for him everywhere. Underneath the basket, taking the ball away from the big man.
Looking to get in, they do. Trapped in the corner. Taken away by Joppatowne. Damian Brooks. With that double team, when you get in the corner, Pat, you're in trouble. Not only do you have a double team, but you've got a triple team. That corner gets you as well.
Yeah, coaches will tell you, Keith, don't go to the corners. Got extra defenders there on the sidelines.
Kendrick Williams in the ball game for Joppatowne, number 1. Gets it into Kendall Pollock. Pollock puts it up, and he's fouled. Kendall, the senior, 5'10", the older of the two Pollock brothers. He'll go to the line. He'll shoot 2. Kendall, a volleyball player, averages 8.7 points a game. Makes the second. First point of the second period for either team. Back within 6 is Joppatowne. Looking open for 3. Shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound skied for and made by Keyshawn Smith. Foul is going to be called. Looks like it's going to go against J.J. Thomas.
Thomas just a little too aggressive on his defense there. I understand what he was trying to do.
Thomas, 5.1 points a game off the bench, 4.1 rebounds. Looking for the basket off the front of the rim, no good. Saved in, nope. They're going to say out of bounds it goes. It'll go to Havre de Grace. Not only is the gym compact, but those, you've got about, what, 2 feet as you cross that in line? You better be ready to stop.
Right.
That wall will stop you pretty quickly. This gym built in, like you said, 1973. This is one of the older gyms in the county.
Probably the oldest. I think Joppatowne may be the oldest building in the county, high school-wise.
That's not been redone, you mean?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Foul's going to be called. Yeah, this gym has been updated. The bleachers are new, and you know it's really an attractive gym, but we used to call it a bandbox.
Yes.
You come in here and you became good friends with the spectators, or at least you better. Driving, gives it up. Good job, good defensive job by Thorne. Held his position. Foul is going to be called. It's an offensive foul called against Kendall Pollock.
Yeah, that's my man Hayes, though. Good hustle by Hayes, getting back, getting his feet set. He paid for it.
Jason Hayes, the
Looked
junior.
like he may have taken a shot to the back, maybe the kidney area.
Yeah, Jason's holding his back on the sideline out of the game for just a moment. Driving over the basket, can't get it to fall. Good job penetrating Jalen Solomon, but couldn't get it to go down. With all this action, we've got almost 3 minutes gone in the period. A total of 1 point has been scored.
Well,
that's scored by Pollock off the line.
I think you jinxed it when you said we could hit 88 tonight.
Oh, the announcer jinx. Oh,
good,
great job reaching in. That's Isaiah Frazier. Just when it appeared like Keyshawn Smith had an open lane to the basket.
Oh, that was a bunny, and nice defense.
Joppatowne retains possession. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound. Scramble. Joppatowne has it. Smith tries to jam. The officials are going to call something.
Went for the dunk. Didn't quite get it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're going to call him for hanging on the rim or.
Brian Eberhardt's calling for a travel. It did look like he may have took a. Here you'll see the replay.
Yeah.
See it for yourself. He is hanging on the rim. Maybe that's what the officials are calling a technical foul.
Yeah, the problem is I think you can hang on the rim and allow yourself to safely come down, but the ball was still moving around up there. And so
Keyshawn Smith, I mean, the dunk is so inspiring to the fans and your teammates. But when you don't make it, you say, hey, a dunk is worth 2 points, a layup is worth 2 points.
I'm sure he's made that dunk a million times. And so it's
Jalen Solomon
just didn't quite get it that time. It was a little awkward as far as his step to the bat. It could have been a travel.
Yeah.
But it was it's just his distance from the basket was a little off.
That's what Brian Eberhardt was calling on the bench. Makes the second.
Yeah.
That's Havre de Grace's first point of the second period.
Maybe he could have used a dribble there to sort of get himself organized.
Sort of like the wide receiver where the pass is coming down, you're wide open. Don't blow it.
Yeah.
Havre de Grace triggered in by Isaiah Frazier. With the ball, Brandell Stokes. Stokes with those 5 points in the first period. Travel is going to be called.
Good defense.
Excellent defense. Good job by Cole Pollock, number 10 for Joppatowne. Pressure by Havre de Grace. They get the ball, and now they don't. Now they do.
Well, that was the first time we've seen that tonight. Havre de Grace came out full court.
Stokes with the basket. He's got 7.
Joppatowne wasn't quite ready for it.
Team up by 9. Pass inside, shot no good, rebound good. That's Phil Clark. Clark his first 2 of the night. Team
better possession by Joppatowne there. Worked it in, worked it out.
7-point deficit. Up and great basket. Wow, hanging in the air. That was Nee Sampson. Sampson has 6.
And it gets a steal on the other end. Well, they turn it right back.
Right back. 3 if it's good, and it is good.
Got it.
Phil Clark, he's got 5. His team back within 6.
Action picking up here, Don.
Yep. We had no scoring for a while. Now we've seen a lot of it. Step through, basket goes. No, it did not fall. Open Joppatowne. Oh, great defense. Good job by Isaiah Frazier. Frazier all by himself.
Great hustle by Frazier. He has a 2-on-1 on him, and he managed to get a hand in there and just get it away.
Yep. On the floor foul. Looks like they're going to call on number 1, Kendrick Williams. So we had, what, 1 point scored for 3 minutes. Now we've had 2, 4, 7. We've had about 8 points scored in the last minute. Going to the line, shooting 1 and 1. Will be Havre de Grace's number 4, Brendel Stokes. Brendel had 5 in that first period. He's got 2 more here in the second period. This all off the bench.
Coach Stefanides asking the ref where he's going to dinner tonight, I think, over there.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Can we join you at dinner? Up, jump shot doesn't fall. There's Frazier again. Man, got those quick hands, Pat. From the corner, good if it goes, it will not. The smallest man on the floor with the rebound. And the steps. Boy, give credit to Jason Hayes. As you said, Pat, he's 5'5", and these players are towering over him. It doesn't
Clearing the
stop him.
boards.
Like it. I like it. There's no excuse or no substitute for hustle in this game. Helps to be 6'8". From the corner, no good. Rebound. Retained by, there's Frazier again. Ball will stay with Joppatowne. 7-point lead.
Good rebound there by Cole Pollock to get the rebound, stay in bounds, and get it out to his teammate. Keep the ball alive, the possession alive.
From the corner, Long. Oh, great rebound, pulling it away. Number 21, Kyle Sullivan. Great basket by number 4, Brendel Stokes. Stokes now with 10 points in this first half. That's a young man coming off the bench, Pat.
Yeah. He looks great.
Yeah.
Great fast break there for the Warriors. The Warriors are really trying to turn this into an up-paced team. They're picking up defense full court now. They're pushing the ball up in the outlet passes.
Brendel Stokes, an all-region football player, so these young men, we talked about some of them multi-sports. And again, in a small school like Havre de Grace or Joppatowne, both 1A, you'll see that a lot because you need bodies out there.
That's right.
Timeout on the court with a 9-point lead by Havre de Grace. Havre de Grace, I think this might be their biggest lead of the night. They were up by 8 in that first period.
Up by 8, I think Joppatowne cut it to 1.
Yeah.
And then Havre de Grace stretched it back out right in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, we mentioned these two teams met 3 times last year. We think they'll probably meet 3 times again this year. Well, since they're in different divisions, it's probably the only time they'll play in the regular season, but they're in the same region. Understand there are 4 Hartford teams and 3 Baltimore City teams in the region that they are in.
Yeah, they're I believe they're both Class A, so they probably will meet to play each other to get out of the region.
Yeah, Class 1A, they're among the smaller schools, right? There you see the officials talking to the scorers table, trying to straighten out either the time or maybe possession arrow.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here.
No, we're all the way across the court, and they're not going to tell us. Can you read lips?
That seems to be worked out without much controversy.
Dennis Klein, the official, had a chance to talk to Dennis. Said he's been doing mostly Cecil County this year. Hasn't been in the Hartford games very much, and so he's happy to be here and on TV. Oh. That zone defense collapsing. Sullivan with the block, but he's going to be called for the foul. And that'll send Khalil Thorne. We were so impressed with how he played in that first period. Now he's got a chance to pull his team within 7. Pat, they call them free throws, but there's nothing free about the foul shot.
No, there's not.
You're all by yourself, just you in the basket. Makes the second.
Boy, they get the ball up the court quickly.
They do that. Into the corner. Driving the baseline.
Oh,
hits the backboard. That's going to be
out of bounds.
Out of bounds, exactly.
Havre Grace still picking up full court. They're picking up full court, and then if Joppatowne breaks it, they're dropping back into a zone. So they're getting a couple different looks here.
10 seconds to get across the midcourt. They do. Short jumper, no good. Tip in, no good. Off the hands of Havre Grace. It'll stay with Joppatowne.
It was a good job by Joppatowne there. To break that press, you got to go angles. 45-degree angle passes will get you through it.
I'm watching the photographer. You can just see his legs there on that end line. He's got more guts than I do. Taken away by Havre Grace. Driving all the way, cannot get the ball to fall. It was 14 knee Sampson. Sampson had a player open, but he also had a lane to the basket.
Brooks on the foul. Not a bad foul, though. Prevented the, it was an easy 2.
Sampson with 6 points on the night. Make it 7.
There you go. Soft touch for the lefty.
Yep. The iron was kind, even on the opposing floor. Oh, nice hustle by Sullivan. Left-handed layup, will not go. Rebound by Thorne. I said Sullivan. It's really Cam Ball who made that play for Havre Grace. Pass goes off the fingertips and out of bounds. It'll go to Havre Grace. Warriors matching their biggest lead of the night, up by 9.
That 2-3 zone's giving the Mariners a little bit of trouble.
Brian Eberhardt over talking to the official, Stan Zalewski. Hayes. Long three-pointer, high arching shot.
It brought rain.
Sullivan battling for the rebound. Off Joppatowne, and will stay with Havre Grace. Kyle Sullivan, the 6'4" senior, averaging 3.8 rebounds a game. This is Nee Sampson to trigger it in. Gets it into Sullivan. Had the 3, passed it up. Mid-range jumper, won't go. Rebound Sampson, won't go. Foul over the back. Havre Grace's Cam Ball, number 23, called for the foul. He'll come all the way down to this end of the court, shooting the 1-and-1.
Ball's going to come out. I unofficially have 3 fouls on him.
Yeah, that's tough. Cam Ball there
to go in the half.
Yeah, their 6' senior. Their leading scorer with 14 points. He has only 2 tonight. Phil Clark will shoot a 1-and-1. Clark all 5 of his points here in this second period. Make the first, you get the second. Okay, he got 2 shots. Now, had they gotten to the 10 free throws? I'm confused. I thought it was going to be a 1-and-1. Maybe it was a shooting foul? I don't think so. We'll just be in suspense. This is the second one. Now they're going to get another shot. Looks like a lane violation against Sampson. So that one didn't count at all. We'll do it again. Makes that one.
So he took advantage of the extra one.
Back to within 8. Back up front it comes. That's Hayes. Hayes tries to thread it through, can't get it done. Foul is going to be called, looks like against Kyle Sullivan. Kyle sort of has his hands raised like, what did I do?
He tried to force that one in a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice hands by Thorne.
Yep. He has really been impressive, has Thorne off the bench. Khalil Thorne, number 11, the junior for Joppatowne. Tatum Blakeney misses the first. It's got to be a 10 foul. They must be in the double bonus. Our scoreboard doesn't tell us, but it must be Havre Grace must be in the double bonus situation. Misses the second, gets the rebound, and it still will not go. Another rebound, and finally the score. That's by Thorne. Thorne with the basket. Joppatowne had 3 chances, finally converted. Good movement, open for the shot. Short, rebound Thorne. Good no look, unfortunately.
They had a 3-on-1.
He faked his own man out. I think Joppatowne's Cole Pollock thought the ball was going the other way. Wasn't quite ready for that pass. 24 seconds left in the half. 6-point lead for Havre Grace. Looks like they want to take the last shot. Jason Hayes. Sampson. 3 seconds, and we've seen a third 3-second call. Whoa.
Now it goes against Havre Grace. So 2 on Joppatowne and 1 on Havre Grace.
Yeah. With 10 seconds, Joppatowne has a chance to cut it to 4.
Well, they got to recognize that this ref's going to call that.
Oh, great takeaway by Havre Grace. Oh, and a great reverse layup, Jalen Solomon. So instead of being able to cut it to 4, it goes back up to 8. What a key play. Pat, when we look at key plays in the game, that play by Jalen Solomon to take the ball away and score when it looked like Joppatowne had a chance to cut it to 4.
Yeah, that could have been a 4-point play there. You know, I mean, Havre Grace kept up the pressure. Good strategy. I think the pressure worked when they went to it there.
Here's the replay.
There we go.
You'll see how he's able to take the ball away and make the basket. Joppatowne, 10 seconds to go. Just taken away, pilfered, and a reverse left-handed layup. What a play by Jalen Solomon, the 5'9" sophomore.
It was almost like Joppatowne wasn't expecting the pressure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why, because they pressured the whole, practically that whole second quarter.
So our lead here at half is 8 points. The lead was 9 points at the quarter. So now the Joppatowne did cut it to within, well, 1 point. As you said, they were within 1 sometime back during the first period. So for Havre Grace, they right now leading by 8 as we go to the intermission. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the second half. Well, we're back with you here at halftime. The halftime just about over. Joppatowne against Havre Grace. The Warriors have led all the way. Their lead as much as 9, as little as 1. They're now up by 33-25. Pat was going over and checking the scorebook. It looks like Havre Grace has some major foul troubles. They've got 3 players with 3 fouls each. 21, Kyle Sullivan has 3. Cam Ball has 3, number 23. And J.J. Thomas also has 3, number 12. Meantime, Joppatowne has nobody with more than 2. So, you know, if you look at it from that perspective, Havre Grace cannot afford to get any of these other kids in foul trouble, except we've seen a lot of depth on both teams. So, you know, it's a sort of a double-edged sword there.
Well, with the foul trouble, we'll see if Havre Grace stays with the full court pressure. Sometimes that's difficult to do as you get guys in foul trouble. Havre Grace picked up a lot of fouls early in the game, and then maybe a couple there late. But they're going to have to watch that. Coach is going to have to pay attention to that, especially got 2 starters with 3 fouls.
A lot of balanced scoring for Havre de Grace. Brandell Stokes has 10. He leads all scorers on both sides. 9 of their players have reached the scoring figures, so a lot of depth there for Havre de Grace. Meantime, for Joppatowne, the leading scorer off the bench is Damian Brooks. He has 7. Also, Phil Clark has 6. So it's been a competitive game. It's been a fun game. It's been an up and down game. Havre de Grace seems to have a little quickness, perhaps, advantage, but Joppatowne is hanging in there.
I was impressed with Stokes coming off the bench.
Yeah.
And he had a great half. Havre de Grace really wants to turn up the heat. They really want to play full court basketball, with the press and and pushing it up, fast breaking. Any chance they get to run, they're running. So we'll see if they keep doing that. Joppatowne's hanging around though. A couple times it looked like they could have really fallen off, but they're hanging around. Free throws also keeping them in the game.
And they'll get the ball back here. Khalil Thorne, seeing him number 11 starting here in the second half. He had a great half off the bench. Just like that, though, they commit a turnover on a walking violation.
Coach isn't going to be happy with that coming out of the break.
No. That's giving away. That's an unforced error, as they like to say. Well, here comes Havre de Grace. Jason Hayes, number 5, with the basketball. Looks like they're extending that zone. They've got the big man out front, Smith. Open for Sullivan for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, that's Thorne again.
Looks like they could have jumped into a 1-2-1-3-1 there with Smith up top with his length.
Shooting the 2, no good. Rebound, bounced around. Joppatowne will get it. Back out front we come. Looking for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, big man makes the rebound. That's Joe Spencer. Taken away, foul is going to be called. Johnny on the spot was Damian Brooks.
Damian Brooks giving Havre de Grace a trick out of their own book there.
We're talking about little guys. He's 5'9", not small, not really little, but certainly smaller than Spencer and others. Able to get in there, Knife get the ball, gets 2 free throws. Gets that first one to go down. Brooks now has 8 points on the night off the bench. Brooks a 3 sports star, football, basketball, and track. Just into the second half, a 7-point lead as you see. I don't know what the officials are talking about. Now we're back underway.
Coach Stefanese's changed up his starting lineup for the second half with Brooks and Kendrick Williams in there.
And Brooks gets the rebound. It comes back to him at the free throw line. Joppatowne working around, throws it away. Sullivan comes up with the basketball, taken away just as quickly by Damian Brooks.
Brooks is all over the court here in the second half.
Yeah, there are like 3 number 2s on the court. Walk is going to be the call. Khalil Thorne didn't put the ball down. He took that first step, a common thing that's done on the playground, and you can get away with it, Pat, on the playground.
Yeah, I think he was a little more open than he anticipated and got excited. Oh, nice look.
Great look, great basket. That's by Joe Spencer. Spencer with 4.
Hayes with that look.
Yeah.
Really impressed with Hayes' game. He gets to start in the second half as well.
Out of bounds it goes. Keyshawn Smith. Foul is called, and the fans and my partner doesn't agree.
Well,
I take by that, that you would not have called that.
Yeah, I just thought there was a lot of ball there. I thought they could have just called that out of bounds.
Joppatowne will get it out of bounds. Comes into the hands of Kendrick Williams, number 1, from the corner.
Oh,
that's a big one. Kendall Pollock with a 3. That's his first 3 of the night. He's got 4. Back within 6. Like you said, Pat, Joppatowne just keeps hanging around. Foul is going to be called. Dennis Klein detected a slap on the wrist. And that'll send Cam Ball to the line. Cam will shoot 2.
There.
And we said that Ball playing with 3 fouls, Sullivan playing with 3 fouls, and J.J. Thomas with 3. Ball makes the first. He's got 3 points on the night. Ball averaging 14 points a game. Boy, that was good concentration. Looked like his thoughts were broken, and he still made the basket.
Mid-shot, he looked over toward the bench.
Yeah.
It's silky smooth on those free throws.
Oh.
Havre Gray stays with the pressure.
Good job by Joppatowne to break it. Driving one-hander, good. That floating one-hander by Kendall Pollock. Pollock has 5 here in this third period. Losing possession of it, can't get it back up. Looked like Kyle Sullivan had a clear lane to the basket, but lost control of the ball. But he is kind of bailed out a little bit. He'll get to shoot too.
Look at Williams with the foul.
Makes the first. Lead back up to 7. Every time Joppatowne appears to be on a run, you know, Havre Gray seems to have had the answer.
They have, and the foul trouble we talked about is not changing their style of play. They're picking up pressure, and they're pushing the ball up on offense.
Making both of them.
They're in a 2-2-1 full court here. And they get the steal. Cam Ball.
Cam Ball with the basketball, puts it up, and it won't fall. Rebound, long rebound. Comes out to Clark. Clark gets the ball back. Ball gets it. Gives it up, and the basket by Clark. Good job by Smith, Keyshawn Smith, getting the ball to Phil Clark. Clark with 8 points now. Team back within 6. Open for 3. Off the back of the rim and over the backboard, and no good. Jalen Solomon, that ball looked good all the way, but just a bit long. Bounced over the back of the rim. Havre Gray still in that press. And they take it away. Ball with the basketball. How did that go in? Jalen Solomon brought it down, dipsy doodle, and it went in. And he'll get a chance at a three-point play. Wow. You'll be able to see this.
Watch this. He goes up and under for the reverse layup.
That is impressive.
Circus shot there.
Pat, I'm not sure I could have done that even at my best. I would have passed the ball out. Great basket. Solomon just a sophomore as well. And he makes the three-point play. And just like that, back to an 8-point lead. Actually a 9-point lead at 42-33. From the corner, no good. Here comes Joppatowne. Open for 3. Short. Rebound comes right back out to Clark. Clark can't get it to fall. Joppatowne missing a golden opportunity, down by 9. 4:28 left in the third. Jason Hayes. Fans getting into it. Sullivan gives up the shot. Oh, great pass. That's Solomon. Gets the pass into number 12. That's J.J. Thomas who gets the basket. What a play. Thorne looking for somebody to pass it to. Gets rid of it. An 11-point lead, Pat. I think that's their biggest lead of the night.
Important possession here for Joppatowne. They're down double digits. I think it's first time all game.
Yep. Looking for 3. That's a big one. Nope, long. Nice rebound. And the basket. That basket by Phil Clark.
I had a horn go off there, it sounded like.
I think that was the 30-second clock.
Oh, okay, all right.
But it had hit the rim, so it did. They were able to continue. Timeout for Havre Gray. Back down to a 9-point lead. Yeah, that was a critical basket.
Yeah, they couldn't afford to let this thing go 13, I don't think.
Yep. There you see John Stefanidis, the veteran coach, special ed teacher here at Joppatowne, and he's taken over the job of the athletic director. Can you imagine? You have a full teaching schedule. You're the basketball coach. And here you'll see this replay. And the basket. Good job by Phil Clark. And he's now the AD. If folks don't know what an AD does, that's a full-time job in itself.
It is. There's very few ADs coach anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Good job by Joppatowne on the boards there, though. They just kept the ball alive, and Clark has had a good half so far with the conversion.
I'm thinking, you mentioned about athletic directors who still coach. I'm thinking of Gerard Clark at Patterson Mill. He is the AD. He teaches a full schedule, and he's a basketball coach. And by the way, they are undefeated, are the Patterson Mill Huskies in the Chesapeake Division. They're having a great year. Unfortunately, because of our limited schedule, we can't get them on our TV schedule this year. But you know, we will certainly do our best in future years to get the Patterson Mill Huskies involved.
Maybe you can talk them into doing a playoff game, Don.
That's another story. Havre de Grace looking to get it in, and they do.
Joppatowne in man-to-man.
Brandell Stokes. Now Hayes. Now Sullivan. Inside it goes. Good block. Nice block by Keyshawn Smith. Good job by Joppatowne. Oh, off the fingertips and out of bounds. That unforced error that you cannot afford when you're down by 9. 3 minutes exactly left in the third period. Jason Hayes, the mighty mite, the 5'5" junior, been a key to this Havre de Grace team all night long. There you see the contrast in size. Travel is the call. Braxton Jackson, the 6'7" transfer from Chesapeake, number 12 for Joppatowne, was on number 5, Jason Hayes, for Havre de Grace there for a moment.
Only 14 inches he's given up there.
Not bad. Clark, front of the rim, no good. Rebound, kept by Joppatowne. Nice job by Sullivan, but that could be his fourth. Kyle Sullivan came from behind, picked up the foul, and that indeed is Kyle Sullivan's fourth foul. He'll sit down. Replaced by Nee Sampson, number 14. Sampson had 7 points in that first half. Phil Clark will go to the line. He'll shoot 2. He's got 10 already. Averaging 10 points a game. The junior hits the front of the rim and it will not fall. Sampson in the ball game. The 6'2" senior. Off the bench in that first half, as we said, was 7 points. Rolls the second one in. He's got 11. Unable to get the basket to fall. The foul is going to be called. That rolling off the rim.
Calling it a tie-up.
Yep, they're going to call a. It looks like the arrow is going to stay here with Havre de Grace. Alternating possession rule. Pat, back in your day when they were playing high school basketball, they had a jump, right?
They changed that about that time period.
Yeah.
We went to the alternate possession then.
Fall away jumper. Good by Cam Ball.
Good shot by Ball.
Ball's now got 6. Back up to 10 to lead.
Oh, good pass.
Inside pass. Basket won't fall, and it does go in. Give credit to Keyshawn Smith for the basket.
Good job by Smith staying with it.
His team back with an 8. Hayes comes back and says, give me the ball, I'll take it. Give and go, great shot. Good hesitation by J.J. Thomas. Clark fouled on the floor. Basket will not count. Joppatowne wants the basket. They don't do continuation in high school, do they?
No.
In the pros, yeah, that would be a basket and one.
That was close.
Yeah. So Joppatowne will not get to shoot any shots at all. Down by 10, 1:33 left in the third period.
I think if the Mariners could get this back to 6 or 7 before the end of the quarter, they'd be happy.
Gives it up inside. Ball bounced around, taken away by Hayes. Yeah, there's something about that double digit as opposed to inside 10 that makes a big difference. Maybe it's psychological. Oh, great. Hayes. That change of pace dribble. Shooting from the outside, the three off the front of the rim, no good. Smith with the rebound. Running one-hander, won't fall. Clark rebound, blocked away by Sampson. Here comes Havre Grace, all the way for the basket. And that is Brendel Stokes. He now has 12. Lead back up to 12. From the corner, Clark is short. Smith with the rebound, gets the basket. Going to be fouled. Foul's going to go on Cam Ball. That's his fourth. Smith will go to the line. He'll be able to convert the three-point play if he can make this shot. But that's a big basket for them.
Yeah, that's two. I know they have a lot of depth, but that's 2 starters with 4 fouls.
Yep. Coming in as Isaiah Frazier. Might be the first time Frazier's seen the floor, number 11 for Havre Grace. I don't have him with any points or being in the game in the first half. So you're right, Pat. This will test the depth of Havre Grace. Will not fall, bounces around. Nope, they're going to say Havre Grace was in the lane. We've seen that call twice.
Yeah.
We've seen 3 3-second violations and now 2 lane violations. Keyshawn Smith, a 6'5" sophomore, averaging 14.5 points a game, makes the second. I should say makes the second attempt. So the three-point play.
Both lane violations the Mariners have taken advantage of.
Yeah. Frazier says, give me the ball. I got off the bench. I'm going to shoot it. Almost got the three-point to fall. How do you like that? You come right off the bench and you say, give me the ball.
I'm not sure Coach wanted that shot so quickly.
Unless it had gone in.
Yeah.
That's the one you say, no, yes. Yeah. Coming back down, Keyshawn Smith
They could have held it and gone in, worst case, a 9-point lead.
Yeah, with 19.7 seconds left.
Foul on the rebound. Joppatowne can get this back to 7.
Yeah. They were down by 12 just a moment ago. Good. Smith now with 5 points on the night. Well below his season average of 14.5. Misses a second. Good block out by Havre Grace to get the rebound. That was Frazier. Frazier with the basketball. Gives it up to Hayes. 11 seconds. Inside 10. Hayes driving. Gives it up. Basketball fall. Rebound. Comes to Joppatowne. 1 second. Good if it goes. It will not.
That was a good drive by Hayes there on the last play. They just couldn't convert.
8-point lead for the Havre Grace Warriors here as we go to the final period. Pat, what have you seen?
I've seen Havre Grace that doesn't have it in their DNA to slow things up. They're going to push it the whole time. A little bit of foul trouble. See if Joppatowne can take advantage of that. Joppatowne, like we said earlier, it's still like we were into the first and the halftime. Joppatowne's hanging around. They're still in this game, and they need to convert some of these free throws and keep crashing the boards like they are, and see if they can trim this some.
50-42, 8 minutes left here to decide this game. And again, we talk about they're in different divisions, meaning that the Havre de Grace Warriors are in the Chesapeake upper division and Joppatowne, because of their season last year, in the lower division. But these two teams, when they play each other, it's like Edgewood playing Aberdeen or Edgewood playing Havre de Grace or Havre de Grace playing Joppatowne. There's something about the Route 40 corridor schools playing one another that bragging rights are very important.
A lot of bragging rights. These kids know each other. They play against each other in summer ball and pickup ball. So I'm pretty sure they just about all know each other.
And this one being on TV, it's it's there forever. So when you're like old like I am, not like you, Pat, you're still a young man, you can look back on that game back in 2024. (42-50), the lead by Havre de Grace by 8. Joppatowne with the basketball as we start the final period. Long on the jumper. Oh, nice tough rebound, but can't get the shot to fall. Joppatowne will keep it for 3. It will not go. Another rebound and a block. The block is going to be called. Frazier looks like it's going to be called with a foul. You heard the fan next to me saying if y'all get a rebound, that won't happen.
Well, that's what I said during the break there. Joppatowne is crashing the boards pretty hard, and they're going to keep doing that. Having trouble converting some of these, but if they can get a couple of these to fall, and they can get back in this game.
Kendrick Williams. When the free throws again, you look back and you say, gosh, if we'd just made 80% of our free throws, we'd have been in the ball game. Because it goes both ways, both Havre de Grace and Joppatowne. Makes the second, 1 out of 2. Lead down, back to within 7. Hayes with the pass. Back out front, looking for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Joppatowne with the rebound. Driving, and the foul is going to be called. Kendall Pollock driving for the basket. He's going to be fouled.
I think that's 4 on Thomas. Tough call.
Yeah, J.J. Thomas now has 4. You're right. First one good. Could come down to a game of attrition here as far as Havre de Grace is concerned. Back to within 6. That's as close as Joppatowne has been. Misses the second. Rebound comes off long to Havre de Grace. Passed forward. Frazier drives up and falls in. Isaiah Frazier off the bench. He's got his first 2 of the night.
It was a nice job to not take the offensive foul either.
Ball taken away. It was J.J. Thomas with the interception. Frazier says, I'm out here to shoot.
That was a deep 3. It's close to NBA range there.
Great rebound. Good job hanging with it was Lee Sampson. Sampson has 9. And just like that, we're back to a 10-point lead. Frazier has it blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Havre de Grace. Every time it looks like Joppatowne is ready for a run.
Seems like they get it to 6 or 7, and then Havre de Grace picks it back up.
Yep. Lead back within, back to 10 now. Billy Spiro, one of the assistant coaches. Kendrick Sumter and Jerry Lee, Brian Epperhart's assistant coaches. Intercepted by Joppatowne. Pollock spins, can't get it to fall, gets his own rebound, puts it up, won't go. Rebound to Havre de Grace. That's Brendel Stokes. Gives it up, good shot. Hayes gets the ball to Sampson. Sampson with the basket, he's got 11. His team back up to a 12-point lead. So from 6 back to 12. Plenty of time from the corner. Won't go. Rebound. Fouled. That's Smith. Smith will shoot 2.
Well, Smith's done a nice job on the offensive boards. He's had trouble converting some, drawing the fouls, though, but he's done a nice job on the offensive boards tonight.
Remember, Keishan is just a sophomore as well. He's 6'5". He's the kind of kid that in a year or two, he'll grow into his body, and those balls that are not going in right now are going to be going in.
And I got to tell you, Don, Jason Hayes, I've just continue to be impressed by the way he runs the Havre de Grace offense.
Absolutely. He's just a junior as Jason. Yeah, he's in control. You can see that not only is he good, but he just knows he's good in a positive way. Rebound long comes to Stokes. Also been impressed with Brandell Stokes, the junior off the bench. Stokes has 12. That's Hayes. Now Frazier. Frazier says, I'm open, I'm shooting. Big rebound and a big block by Smith. That rebound by Joe Spencer, but Smith blocked it. Out of bounds.
Great defense by Hayes. Boy, he's got to be irritating to play against. He just gets underneath you.
I know. He's like Muggsy Bogues, and another one of those people that young people will say, who? Muggsy, the Dunbar star, who went to what, Wake Forest, I believe?
Wake Forest, Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah. He was 5'3" and stretching to be 5'3", playing against the Giants in the NBA. Timeout, Havre de Grace. Hope you've enjoyed this game, Pat. So much thanks to have you along, because you've been just a treat enjoying this game along with me.
Oh, Harford County High School basketball, it's a fun night out. A lot of action, good ball players, good coaching.
Wasn't it Marv Levy who said at Buffalo when it was like 10 degrees below zero, where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
Yeah, that was Levy.
Yeah. I think if I were 10 below, I would say Hawaii anytime.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. As we are doing this game, of course, this is a Thursday before the Ravens play on a Sunday against the Chiefs, as we get into the football culmination series of the NBA, of the NFL. Exciting time.
It's been a great year for Baltimore sports between the Orioles and the Ravens.
It has that. First time since 1971 that both the football team and the baseball team have won their division. Driving one-hander. Brendell Stokes, he's fouled. Stokes will go to the line. Stokes has been one of those players, along with Nee Sampson, coming off the bench, who really made a difference tonight for the Warriors. Brendell, the 5'7" junior, has 12 points, a chance to make it 13 or 14. Chance to give his team the biggest lead of the night. It's called the announcer jinx, Pat.
There you go. Be quiet, Don. Let the man shoot his free throw.
Let the man shoot. Stop it. See?
There you go.
You be quiet, he makes the shot. 13 points. Off the fingertips of Havre de Grace. That was off Joe Spencer, and the ball will stay with Joppatowne. Joe Spencer was saying, I should not have touched it. It's called hindsight, Pat. Did you ever notice that? All the talking heads are experts the day after the game. You notice that? They never make a mistake.
The Monday morning quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah. Joppatowne gets it in.
Good pass.
Nice pass, nice conversion. Good pass from Clark to Keyshawn Smith. Smith with the basket.
Joppatowne now picking up full court. They have to.
Yeah, clock is getting to be an issue. 4:50 left in this game. Down by 11 are the Mariners.
Well, we got Smith on Stokes here. This will be interesting.
Talked about that size differential before. Nope, and again, that's a call you don't see a lot. the palming the ball, or, you know, where you actually don't dribble the ball down directly. Jason Hayes said, hey, I do that all the time. It's how I play. I thought they were passing to me, Pat, and I was ready. I would have had that shot, that pass. Probably not. Number 5 on 5. Driving the baseline, reverse layup, won't fall. There's that man again, Hayes. Out of bounds finally. Joppatowne will get it. Jason Hayes says, hey, they're pushing me. Do you think Jason Hayes will be a little tired tonight after the game?
I don't think he's come out.
He's not.
I know he's gone the whole second half.
Smith, oh, nice reverse layup.
Oh, very nice power move there. That's
a sophomore. I say that to everybody in this league. You got 2 more years to deal with that young man. Keyshawn Smith, the 6', 5" sophomore. Stokes. Reverse layup. The reverse dribble. Turnaround shot. Joe Spencer's foul. Spencer will go to the line shooting 2. Joe Spencer, a 6'6" junior. All-region football player is Joe Spencer. Four points on the night. It stays at 4. Three minutes, 36 seconds left in the game. Spencer trying to take it back to double digits. Won't fall. Frazier battling for it. Foul is going to be called. Spencer is fouled. He'll go back to the line. Foul is on Smith. I have him with 3.
I do as well.
So this is sort of instant replay where we saw Spencer at the line a moment ago. He missed 2. This time he's a chance to a do-over. Or in my golf game, a mulligan. Pat, in your golf game, do you ever use a mulligan?
As many as I can.
Oh, yeah. Those are your non-golfers. That's means I didn't hit that ball. I get a chance to do it again.
I use a mulligan, an O'Reilly, O'Shaughnessy, and I got them all.
Oh, second one goes in. Anything your partner lets you get away with, right? Back to a 10-point lead. From the corner. Wait, one of those 3-pointers. I think we've had, what, 1 3-pointer all night, Pat?
Yeah, well, we had a couple early.
Pollock had
the
one.
The Mariners need to hit a couple of those.
Pollock has 1 and Clark has 1.
Good job breaking the press.
Beautiful job.
Pull it out. There you go.
Nice job by Brendel Stokes.
Guard.
Stokes says, hey, you know, we got time. Time's on our side.
Smart play by Stokes.
There's the field general, Mr. Hayes. Sullivan with the turnaround. Smith with a rebound. Gets rid of it. Clark shoots. They're going to call a block. Hayes can't believe it. The basket is good. Phil Clark. Phil Clark with now 13. Comes up a little bit gimpy there on that leg. It's like that right leg, he came down awkwardly.
I thought Hayes was set, but it kind of got him on an angle. He wasn't square to him.
Yeah.
I think that's why the call went against him.
We're watching the athletic trainer standing on the side. So good to have these trainers on hand, ready to say, hey, I'm going to take a look at this young man. Expect John Stephanidis maybe to take him out after these free throws. Makes it. And that's exactly what happens, and the trainer will take a look at him and see what happened with that right ankle. Back to within 7 now. Joppatowne picking up pressure all over the floor. Good job by Havre de Grace breaking that press. Stokes. Tie-up is called. Alternating possession. It will stay here with Havre de Grace. If folks missed it back in the, like say the late 70s, every time you had a jump ball where they actually would stop the game and throw the ball up. Came up with the idea of alternating possessions to speed the game up. One of the great rule changes in basketball.
Speed the game up, and the jump ball it was tough for the referees to get it fair every time.
Yep.
The jump ball.
Oh yeah. And the basket, that's good. Great job by Joppatowne Blakeney. A chance to pull his team
basket.
Within 6. Yeah, here's our replay.
Here we go.
Blakeney up and gets the basket to fall. The foul called on Jalen Solomon. So they're as close as they've been. They're within 6 on the
They get it to within 4 here. Plenty of time.
Yep.
You got it.
Is.
Joppatowne's feeling a little momentum.
Timeout is called. And now this idea of Havre de Grace being in foul trouble may come into play here. Closest we've been for a long time at 4 points. 58-54. There you see the Joppatowne Brain Trust. Dwayne Hall, Jaden Sadler, Nicole Keys, and Jason King, along with John Stefanidis. Wow, 58-54. It was what, 12 points was the lead just seems like maybe a minute ago.
Yeah.
Momentum is key in a lot of sports, but in basketball, it may be as important as anything. Once you get rolling, Pat, it just seems like, you know, the ball tends to keep rolling.
Well, there's such a mental aspect behind it. Joppatowne looked like they were, the body language was down. They just didn't look good. And a couple baskets and a couple big plays, and here we go.
Yep. And their pressure has really picked up the speed. Havre de Grace basketball. 2 minutes, 18 seconds left in the game.
Full court man-to-man.
Cam Ball with the ball. Gets it to the man. Jason Hayes, number 5. Kendall Pollock on him. Hayes, maybe that's the first shot I've seen him take all night. Rebound comes to Joppatowne. Running free. Can't get the drop. Havre de Grace will come away with it. Joppatowne basketball. Dribbling out of bounds was Jalen Solomon.
Well, they got the 50-50 call there. It could have been a foul or out of bounds. They got the out of bounds. Good play by Kendrick Williams on D, forcing him to the sideline.
That's the second attempted dunk that we've seen. Neither one has worked for Joppatowne. The crowd was ready to explode. Had that ball gone down, this place would have gone nuts. 1:54 left.
We've got a definite change in momentum here.
Havre de Grace in a zone defense. Back out front, Solomon. And it's taken away. Sullivan gets the air pass. Havre de Grace dodging that bullet. Kyle Sullivan, playing with 4 fouls, came up with a recovery. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Minute 25 on the game clock. 5 seconds. Travel is the call. Not all bad. They used up, what, 25 seconds of the clock? 1:16, up by 4.
Another good defensive play by Williams. He's caused 2 turnovers here in the last 30 seconds.
Timeout, Joppatowne. 1 minute 10 left, a 4-point game. Pat, we said before the game, Dennis Cassidy and I were talking, and Dennis said, let's have a great game, but no overtime. But he changed his mind. He said, let's go ahead and have overtime. I'm all for it. What do you think?
Well, about 3 minutes ago, I think we were about a basket away from starting the buses. and now here we are, and something that's going to go down to the final seconds, I think.
Against Mark Levy, where else would you rather be? Right here and right now. I can't think of a place.
Yeah.
What a game. Think about Joppatowne. Here's a team that's been down the entire game. I don't think they've had a lead. I can't remember anywhere in the game. Certainly not after the early part of the game. The lead has been as much as 12. It's been as little as 1. But it's always, every time Joppatowne has taken a spurt, Havre Grace had the answer.
Yeah,
now,
Kyle Sullivan hit that 3 to start the game, and they haven't relinquished the lead the whole game.
Yeah. Now, though, with a 4-point lead, we have what, let's let the clock wind down. We'll tell you it's a minute 16, I think, left in the game. A minute 10, 1 minute 10 seconds, and
plenty of time
with the basketball.
It's an eternity.
So, Pat, if you are John Stefanidis, what are you telling your team for Joppatowne?
Well, you don't have to. There's plenty of time left. You still got to look for a good shot. You're not desperate here. You don't have to take a 3. A 2's just as good. You need 2 scores to tie him anyway. So you still run your offense. You look for a good shot here.
Thorne in the ball game, number 11, Khalil Thorne. He did such a great job coming off the bench in the first half. He with the basketball. Back in the hands of Blakeney. Blakeney cut off. Back out front to Pollock. Inside a minute. Good pass inside. Thorne, basket.
Good pass by Smith. That's good ball movement on the zone.
Back within 2.
Here we go.
58-56, 42 seconds and counting.
Joppatowne's going to get the ball back.
Thinks about the 3.
Nice full take.
Big basket. That by Jalen Solomon.
Power move there by Solomon.
Timeout. No.
Oh.
Traveling with the basketball. 4-point lead by Havre Grace with 28.5 seconds left. Wow. Timeout.
I was watching the pass down the field. I didn't see the travel.
The officials did. They said you cannot take steps. You've got to dribble the basketball. 60-56. What a game this has been.
Big call there, but the play was Solomon. Solomon going from the baseline hard to the basket.
Here you'll see the replay. Let's see if the officials were on top of it, huh?
Here's Solomon play.
Great
That's
basket.
just a great move.
You know, and a lot of guts. Here you'll continue and see here's where the travel was called. And indeed, it looked like he did maybe take an extra step before he got rid of that basketball. Well, it's a tough job. I'm thinking about being an official. Stan Zalewski and Dennis Klein. I mean, you know, half the people in the stands think you're an idiot every time you make a call.
Well, the tough part about basketball versus football, people can see the whole game at the same time. Not everybody's watching the whole football game.
Yeah.
And in basketball, it's all about angles. Everybody sees a play from a different angle. And I always, when I coached, I told the kids, look, the refs call what look like fouls, not actually fouls.
Yeah.
So
here we go. Now time is a factor. They've got to foul if they can't get the basketball. There is the foul. That'll send Jason Hayes to the line. Jason has 2 points tonight, does Jason Hayes, number 5. But I tell you what, his impact on this game.
It doesn't begin to speak to his impact on this game, like you said.
This could seal it if he can make these. And there's the first. 20.5 seconds. It's
still
now
time.
a
Still
5-point lead.
Still a 2-possession game.
Yeah.
Hey, quick when y'all get checked. Quick when they give you a check. Play.
The fans and the players on the floor beginning to interact. This is the second.
Boy, he puts an arc on that shot, doesn't he?
He does. Havre Grace gets the rebound, and the foul is going to be called. You see some of the fans marching out, and the Havre Grace players waving goodbye to them. Misses the first. As you said, it's still a two-possession game.
Still a two-possession game, even if he makes this. If he misses, Joppatowne doesn't have to go for the three. If they can get a quick two, get it.
J.J. Thomas with 6 points on the night. Still with 6. Over the back, and you don't want
that's
that.
a foul you didn't need.
Ooh, that is what you don't need.
A lot of time, coaches, that's the reason they'll have their guys go just back to the other end.
Brian Eberhardt,
because now they can score without taking any time off the clock.
Brian Eberhardt says, Joe Spencer, thank you for the effort, but wish you hadn't done that one. Keyshawn Smith now shooting 2. No time taken off the clock. 17.6 seconds left. He could pull his team to within 3. Makes the first. Pat, he makes this, and then you can expect that pressure.
Oh, they're going to turn it up. It'll be full court.
Big shot right here. And he makes it. Oh, 2 pressure free throws by the sophomore. And now it is a one-possession game. And maybe that bye-bye wave by the Havre Grace players, maybe a little bit premature.
Maybe.
Yeah. What a game.
Coach Stefanidi's going to set up his pressure here.
Well, this is exactly what we wanted, a competitive game between 2 teams who are playing at a very high level. Think about it. Joppatowne last year with 5 wins. They now have 8 wins already this year, looking for a 9th. Havre Grace, Joppatowne last year, they played 3 times. Twice won by Havre Grace. The big one in the playoffs won by Joppatowne. We were talking to Brian Eberhardt before the game, and the way he figures it, they're setting up for a region first-round meeting again.
Okay.
If everything breaks the way it looks like it's going to do now.
Well, it's going to be another good game if they get that. Because these 2 teams are pretty evenly matched.
61-58 you see, and a possession by Havre Grace. Pat, do you foul right away if you're Joppatowne?
I think if you get the guy that you want to foul, I think you foul. With 17 seconds, I think you have to foul here.
Go for the steal, and if you don't get it, get the foul. J.J. Thomas to trigger it in. Look for the ball to get in the hands of Jason Hayes, number 5.
Put the big man on the ball.
And the foul is called.
Fouled. Only 2 seconds came off.
Yep, 15.5 seconds left. And now the free throw pressure goes instead to Jalen Solomon, number 2.
Well, Solomon didn't seem to have any fear when he took the ball across the baseline just a few seconds ago. We'll see how he does on the free throw line.
Big shots. It's still a one-possession game with 15.5 seconds left. 2 shot fouls.
Needs to make one of them.
Yeah, it's a one-possession game now, a 3-point deficit by Joppatowne. He makes the 1. Coming into the ball game, they didn't allow that substitute. Cam Ball will stay in the game.
They have to wait till after the first shot.
Yep. Big one coming up by Jalen Solomon. 2 out of 3 tonight. And he makes it. Wow. Now that is pressure. Now it is a 2-possession game. Now
Solomon drilled that in and took a little look over at the Joppatowne faithful after the shot.
It's nothing like high school boys basketball, and increasingly like high school girls basketball. This is the second. Still a 2-possession game. 13 seconds. They got to
move
shoot
quickly. Got to move.
Got to put it up. Time running down.
Oh, got it inside.
Inside pass.
Good play. Timeout.
Timeout is called. So we're back to within 2 with 4.3 seconds left.
They're going to, Joppatowne's asking for 2 more seconds. I think they're going to get it.
That's 8 points in this 4th period alone by Keyshawn Smith. He's got 13, almost up to his 14.5 point average. 62-60. It was a 12-point game about maybe 3 minutes ago, and now it's a 2-point game. Wow. Here you'll see this replay.
Good ball movement here.
Looked like time was slipping away. Great pass.
Smith got lost along the baseline. He's really played well down there on the offensive end tonight, whether it's scoring or offensive rebounds. For the second half, he's had a big second half.
Give credit to Cole Pollock, the sophomore, number 10, who made that pass. Cole, who had that ankle injury in football and just has started to play like last week. He began to play after rehabbing that ankle. And again, we say just a sophomore.
Yeah.
His brother Kendall, the senior.
Well, there's some nice underclassmen on both of these teams.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Joe Spencer, the 6'6" junior, big man.
Well, the one we just were talking about, Jalen Solomon for the Warriors, a sophomore.
Yep. Jason Hayes, that young man we've been talking about all night.
Hayes will be back next year.
Just a junior. For Joppatowne, Phil Clark, a junior. Cole Pollock, a sophomore. Keyshawn Smith, a sophomore.
You got to foul quickly here.
5.9 seconds left in the game.
Well, the Warriors they're just trying to get it into open man and just get as many seconds as they can off. But Joppatowne's trying to foul quickly here. Oh, they threw it away.
And the foul is called with 3.5. Over and back is the call. It's going to go to Joppatowne with 3.5 seconds left. Wow. Over and back is the call. It looked like they were going to call a foul, but instead they called over and back.
Well, it looked like the Warrior player touched it on his side and bobbled it a little bit and grabbed it back on the other side.
Officials right on top of the play. Nobody sitting down in this field house.
Here we go.
5.5 seconds left. 2 seconds, 1 second. Was that a foul? The foul is not called. That's the game. 62-60. It looked like a foul could have been called on that shot. It was not. And so the final score, the Havre Grace Warriors win it by 62-60, hanging on by their fingernails. Pat, what
wow,
can you say?
what a finish.
What a finish. Here's a replay.
Let's see if there's
Judge for
let's see if there's
yourself.
contact here.
It was definitely contact. Whether or not it warranted a foul.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he got his hand on the ball a little bit over there.
And he did a little bit of a flop. So they did not call. And there you saw a picture of the Havre Grace Warrior players waving goodbye to the Joppatowne faithful. Good-natured so. Pat, what do you think of the game?
Well, it's a great ball game. Havre Grace was in control for most of the way. Joppatowne hung around. It just looked like I say, you could start warming the buses off. All of a sudden, Joppatowne got hot, and everybody got a little nervous there at the end on the Warrior side. But good for the Warriors. Pull out a road win against a tough Joppatowne team that's been playing well.
Absolutely. The leading scorer, let's figure them up for you. Let's see, Keyshawn Smith had 5, 7, 9, 11, had 13 for Joppatowne.
I think most of those in the second half.
It was, yeah, and in fact, what looks like 8 of them in that final period. 11 points for Jalen Solomon for Havre Grace. 13 leading all scorers. A tie for lead was Brandell Stokes off the bench for Havre Grace. So the Warriors win the ball game. A final score of 62-60. They go down to 9 wins and 5 losses. It's not a conference game, not a division game, so they'll stay at 4-3. Meantime, Joppatowne drops to 8-5 on the season, 7-0. Their 4-game winning streak is broken, and now Havre Grace's winning streak is up to 5. Closing thoughts, Mr. Pollard?
Well, I think I want to come back when these two teams play in the playoffs is what I think.
Yeah. This is the kind of game you want to remember in terms of a competitive game. It shows the spirit of Joppatowne that they were, as you said, warming up the buses. Many people were. They were down by 12. All of a sudden, they come back and had a chance to tie it at the end. And maybe win it with a 3-point shot.
They definitely had a chance, and I thought they were going to get the shot off. Havre Grace, like all game, they played him aggressively on the last play. Didn't get the foul call, and it'll be a fun run bus ride back to Revolution Street.
Back to Revolution Street. In fact, it's on Lewis Street now, Lewis Lane. They've moved to high school.
Used to be on
Well, thank you so much for tuning in. My partner, Pat Pollard, Don Morrison. Again, our final score from Joppatowne. It's the Havre de Grace Warriors coming on the road and winning 62-60 against the Joppatowne Mariners. Good night, everyone.